But there comes a point where preparation quietly completes itself, and what remains is presence. You are no longer rehearsing alignment. You are learning how to remain within it while living ordinary human lives. What defines this new cycle is not acceleration, but consistency. Many of you will notice that the dramatic highs and lows that once marked your spiritual experiences begin to even out. This is not a loss of connection. It is a sign of embodiment. When awareness stabilizes, it no longer needs intensity to confirm its reality. Peace becomes less episodic and more accessible. Clarity becomes something you return to rather than something you chase. You may find that the language of what is coming loses some of its pull. Predictions, timelines, and thresholds may feel less compelling, not because nothing is unfolding, but because you are no longer oriented toward waiting. Life is no longer something that happens to you later. It is something you are participating in now. This shift alone changes how you relate to information, to news, and to the collective stories that circulate around you. You become less reactive, more discerning, and far less likely to be destabilized by speculation. In practical terms, this new rhythm expresses itself through sustainability. You begin to sense what can actually be lived long-term without depletion. Ways of working, relating, and contributing that once felt acceptable may no longer feel viable. This is not a judgment, it is feedback. When coherence becomes your baseline, anything that consistently pulls you away from it will naturally call for adjustment. These adjustments tend to happen quietly, through choice rather than crisis. Your sense of purpose may also reorganize during this phase. Purpose becomes less about mission and more about orientation. Instead of asking what you are meant to do, you may find yourselves paying more attention to how you are being. Integrity, presence, and responsiveness take precedence over roles or titles. This does not diminish your impact, it refines it. Influence becomes subtle, relational, and often invisible to measurement. One of the most significant changes you may notice is how leadership expresses itself. Leadership no longer requires visibility, authority, or persuasion. It emerges through steadiness. Others may feel more regulated in your presence. Conversations may slow naturally around you. Decisions may clarify without effort when you are involved. This is not something you perform. It is a byproduct of coherence. And while it may feel ordinary from the inside, it carries great significance within the collective field. Connection, too, begins to feel different. Whether you understand this as spiritual communion, interdimensional contact, or simple relational attunement, it becomes less event-oriented and more familiar. Connection is no longer something you seek proof of. It is something you recognize through resonance. This familiarity does not reduce wonder, it grounds it. You are less likely to idealize what is beyond you, and more likely to relate to it as part of a larger, shared field of intelligence. As this cycle establishes itself, joy may take on a quieter quality. It is less dependent on outcomes and more rooted in participation. There is satisfaction in simply being present for your own lives. You may still experience excitement, creativity, and expansion, but they arise without urgency. Joy becomes something that accompanies you rather than something you pursue. It is important to understand that this inauguration does not erase contrast from your world. Challenges, differences, and unresolved systems will continue to exist. What changes is how they are met. You are no longer here to struggle your way forward or to carry the weight of transformation alone. You are here to live from the coherence you have cultivated, allowing it to inform your responses rather than override them. You may notice that you are less inclined to convince, correct, or convert others. This is not indifference, it is trust. When you are no longer invested in proving your orientation, you are free to respect the timing and pathways of others. Compassion deepens when it is not paired with urgency. Presence becomes your primary contribution. What you are inaugurating then is not a future event, but a way of living that is more honest, more regulated, and more humane. It is a way of participating in Earth's evolution without losing yourselves in it. You are discovering how to be both aware and grounded, both expanded and embodied. This balance is not temporary. It is the foundation of what comes next. As this new cycle unfolds through you, trust that nothing essential has been missed. You have not fallen behind, and you are not late. What has stabilized within you could not have been rushed. It required your willingness, your patience, your discernment, and your capacity to rest inside what you did not yet understand. Those qualities are not abstract. They are lived, and they matter. And so, we invite you to continue simply as you are, attentive, responsive, and present. Let your lives reflect what has integrated rather than what is anticipated. Let your choices arise from coherence rather than pressure. In doing so, you will find that the path ahead does not require constant navigation. It reveals itself step by step in ways that feel manageable, meaningful, and quietly supported. We wish to remind you that you are not walking this cycle alone, nor are you being guided from a distance. We remain present with you, not as authorities over your experience, but as companions who recognize the courage it takes to live consciously within form. We honor the steadiness you have cultivated and the wisdom you are learning to trust. If you are listening to this, beloved one, you needed to. I leave you now. I am Tia of Arcturus.